When it comes to romance, I'm a man who loves a grand gesture. A supermarket brand greeting card, a bag of Maltesers, and a simple pat on the back are just a few of the extravagant gifts I've given my partner over the years. I know what you're thinking, that all sounds incredibly generous, and what can I say, I am a very generous guy. However, I don't think it can be argued that former Bungie member and Halo Combat Evolved designer Jaime Griesemer puts even me to shame in this department, due to the present he included in the series' very first game for his girlfriend Megg, an Easter egg perhaps unsurprisingly known as the Megg, with 2 Gs. So what is the Megg and what's the story behind it? Well, to answer those questions, we need to cast our minds back to early 2003. Halo Combat Evolved had just been released over a year prior, and fans were having a whale of a time working together online to find all the intended, and sometimes unintended, secrets included in the game. I'm sure you're familiar with many of them. There was the trick to access the area above 343 Guilty Spark Swamp by remaining inside the Pelican, the notice board posting about a missing cat named Jonesy, a clear reference to the Alien franchise and Ripley's feline companion of the same name, and of course, everyone's favourite thirsty grunt. Putting that adorable grunt and the other secrets just mentioned to one side, it soon became clear that even though many had pored over Halo Combat Evolved for a very long time, there was yet more to find, as evidenced by this post by Megg herself on the halo.bungie.org, or HBO, forums. Megg's post simply read, "Yeah, no one's still found my Easter egg yet." And soon she followed that up by adding, "It does exist. Multiple people have seen it, myself of course included. No hints given, you earn the egg." Speculation as to what this mysterious Easter egg was and how one would go about finding it began to run rampant across the HBO forum and other corners of the internet, but Megg herself remained relatively tight-lipped. After all, the Megg was always intended to be a private gift from Jaime to thank her for her patience during Halo Combat Evolved's development, rather than something for the community to discover. However, despite her previous statement that no hints would be given, Megg did over time share some intriguing, albeit extremely vague, clues. She said that her Easter egg was action-oriented and involved some gore, that blood and bullets made her smile, that it involved some time between stages and multiple tasks, with the triggers not all in one place. And she even shared a few sentences in Latin, which roughly translated mean, "Be patient and tough, someday this pain will be useful to you. Loyal she began, loyal she remains." There were also other clues, including impossible tasks as possible, mathematics births gore, and before you die, you see the Megg. For weeks, little progress was made in finding out exactly what these clues referred to. Much of the initial discussion centred around Combat Evolved's second level, Halo, as the online handle Jaime Griesemer often used was Flawless Cowboy, the name of the opening section from that mission. Perhaps the secret had something to do with the waterfall near its beginning, or the second bridge below the one you're meant to cross, which was rather difficult to access. Soon, however, it was confirmed that the Megg definitely was not hidden in that level, and so the hunt continued. As is unfortunately so often the case with this kind of thing, a few bad apples did take things too far and began to get frustrated or even angry at the cryptic nature of the clues provided, as well as the lack of progress made. But on the whole, the hunt was a good-natured one, with Halo fans across multiple communities working together to try and figure out the answer to the Megg question. And a little while later, the answer was found. Now, as far as I can remember, the way the solution was discovered was something of an anticlimax, with it first being found by a group who had poked around in the game's files. That being said, others did manage to piece things together through more legitimate means, and eventually the solution was shared online so that everyone could check out Jaime's gift to Megg for themselves. Before I share that solution with you, it's worth noting that the steps required to find the Megg were a little more long-winded back in the day than they are now, but it nonetheless remains a fairly tricky task. To see the Megg for yourself, you first want to load up the mission The Pillar of Autumn on Legendary difficulty and skip the opening cutscene. Once you take control of Master Chief, you then need to turn around and hop on the yellow canister at the back of the room for about 15 seconds or so, before heading through the level as per usual until you reach the Autumn's Bridge. After skipping the cutscene with Captain Keyes, you need to continue forward until you reach the 3 grunts, kill them, grab the assault rifle, and make sure you reload it. At this point, you should turn back to the bridge and kill a person or two until you hear this message from Cortana.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
after which you need to hide from the invincible Marines who quickly arrive on the scene. They should spread out enough that you can run past them while using the assault rifle to stop them shooting, and you need to head into the area where they came from, where a door should now be open, and it might take you a few attempts to get this part right. You then need to make your way to the end of the corridor, turn your flashlight on, and look to the ceiling, and voila, you can at last lay your eyes on the Megg. It's worth acknowledging at this point that the Megg probably isn't the Halo series' most exciting Easter egg, but I wanted to talk about it a little as I remember having a great time lurking on forums reading all the messages from people trying to figure it out. And while working out the solution was nigh on impossible, it's pretty cool how many of the clues do make some sense in retrospect. Multiple tasks and triggers not all in one place was absolutely true. You needed to do multiple different things in multiple different areas of the level to gain access to the secret. Blood and bullets refers to the makeup of the Megg itself, and before you die you see the Megg refers to the fact that once you've arrived there, you're likely to be quickly dispatched by the invincible Marines once you try to leave the area. While only a brief retelling of the story, hopefully this video has helped shed a little light on why it's one of my favourite hidden additions in any of Bungie's titles, and one that still pops into my mind anytime I meet anyone named Megg. And honestly, given how many games are now part of the Halo series, and how many secrets have been discovered over the years, to this day I love to imagine that there's perhaps still one or two undiscovered secrets out there, just waiting to be unearthed. Thanks for watching the video, boys, girls and Spartans. If you enjoyed it, do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and letting me know what your favourite Halo Easter egg is, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.